Alright, here we are for round one of Pauper Cawblade. We've won the dice roll, which is always nice. And sounds fine. It's got a couple of interaction spells, some advantageous stuff. I think this is the sort of hand we're supposed to keep. We have to start with a Tranquil Cove, obviously, to get our white mana into play. Island. Delver. Sure. Do I have to? Yeah, I would have to tap you. Okay. I think I'm going to save the Squadron Hawk and just get the Throne Inspector into play. And next turn I'm going to Sunlance the Delver. This is a little bit risky, I suppose, to get its spell stutter sprited. Obviously, I'd have loved to play the Italian Javelineers and kill the Delver this turn, but of course Summoning Sickness rears its ugly head again. Oh, our opponent's got a counter spell. Well, we could really do with drawing a Plains then, couldn't we? Not a Squadron Hawk. That's not what we wanted to draw. I think I'm going to try and fire off a Journey to Nowhere. If we're playing against what looks like Mono Blue Delver, we're not going to need as much big removal as we are small removal, and Sunlance gives us the opportunity to double spell in later turns more easily. And this also plays around spell stutter sprite, because we don't want more pressure to be added to the board. Not the best start. We could do with more lands. That's one thing I was a little concerned about this deck, is it looks rather mana hungry. But if we draw a Brainstorm, everything's going to be great. Just get to Brainstorm, find some lands, Squadron Hawk back to shuffle. We could afford to take a few hits. Okay, our opponent's counterping some more. At this point, we're fairly certain it's Mono Blue Delver because they haven't played. Of course, we're sure it's Mono Blue Delver. There's not snow covered. Very important thing to notice there. There we go. Okay, so that's a land. Sadly, it's an island. But we're going to try and Sunlance down the Delver and hold up a counter spell that's definitely in our deck. We're not going to be able to get dazed here. Gush, that's fine. It's not the sort of time I like to use Gush, but if you're really set on protecting your Delver. Vapor Snag, that is fine. Vapor Snag your own Delver as much as you like. Let's put our opponent back on tempo quite significantly. We'll get to draw a card off this clue in our opponent's end step while we bluff counterspell. Yep, you can have a Delver. Definitely. No problems there. Let's draw a card. Plains. No, not more white spells. We want plains. Well, Azorius Chancery, I suppose, counts. So I want to play a 2-mana spell here because I want to pick up the island with our Chancery. So I'm just going to play out a Squadron Hawk. And search for one Hawk. No, we might as well search for both, actually. We don't want to draw them. We can always shuffle them back. And that leaves us with 7 cards in hand, which is fine. Throne Inspector's going to get in. And we pass a turn. Yep, you can have your Delver trigger. Right, well, it didn't flip. Or Propolis, that's absolutely fine. That does brick wall our Throne Inspector, but that's fine. At some point we'll draw a Bone Splitter. Snap, okay. We don't really need to know the graveyards in this matchup, so we can just have our opponent's revealed cards up. Alright, Trinket Mage is a good draw. Let's start with the Sunlance, I think, on the Delver. Then the plan's to play the Javelineers and the Trinket Mage. Okay. Actually, let's just play the Trinket Mage and the Bone Splitter, I think. Really Longbow. Longbow is really cool, actually. Yeah, Longbow is actually really quite tempting. But I think we're supposed to get Bone Splitter, and just clock our opponent. We've got a couple of removal effects in our hand, and we've got plenty of Hawks, so I'm just going to get Bone Splitter. This might get dazed, I suppose. No, no daze. Cool. Let's get in there for 1. Yep, another Augur. Doesn't matter to me. Brainstorm? Sure. Not as good as our Brainstorms because you don't have shuffle effects. Planes. Nice. Let's quick Bone Splitter. Yep, that's fine. We knew about that. Let's just equip it onto the Trinket Mage. Play a Squadron Hawk out. And then the Javelineers. Feels like we're doing alright. Bone Splitter is going to be very effective against Delver. Makes it very easy for us to race, and then between the Squadron Hawks, we should do alright against his army of flyers. Right, so we use the Brainstorm and the Snap, so those can go away. Ponder, yeah. And nothing. That's a good sign. He's just attacking. There's no reason I can't do this. Right? Not gonna have gut shot in his main deck. Okay, he's snapping while Trinket Mage. That's fantastic for us. Because now we can go and get another Bone Splitter. Oh! That's the best draw in our deck, because we get to put 2 Squadron Hawks back. Okay, these aren't insane, but we're still going to put the 2 Squadron Hawks back because it's basically free. And then we're going to Trinket Mage. Yep. Figured it would get counterspelled. That's fine though. I think we're still going to equip the Bone Splitter rather than play a Squadron Hawk out this turn. And the plan will be to call Guy Fisher on the Throne Inspector unless we draw something better to pick back up. Our opponent wasn't going to counter any of the rest of the cards in our hand, I don't think, so we didn't really gain anything there. But he's realised he has to race us. Now we could have a ninja problem if we don't block this, but we don't really want to throw away our Javelineer either. So I'm going to let him ninja us here. We can always Journey to Nowhere it. Yeah. We can afford to give up 1 ninja hit. No, we drew a Squadron Hawk. Brutal. Okay. Let's start with the pick up Throne Inspector. Opponent might counter this. Snap on his own Augur of Bolus. That's strange. Why now? That doesn't make any sense. Let's try Journey into Nowhere. On the ninja. And then we will Throne Inspector. Yeah, we'll play a Squadron Hawk as well, actually. Pull the last one out of our deck. And we're going to use this as a shuffle effect at some point. We've got plenty of mana now. Oh, this is a bit of a grind. Playing 2 sort of somewhat mid-rangey decks against each other. Yeah, I'm going to attack with the Javelin there. I'm not going to need to ping anything next turn. We'll call Skyfisher to block effectively, as well as Throne Inspector and Squadron Hawk if necessary. Yep, and our opponent's given up, so yeah, plenty of gas coming. Alright, sideboard. Don't think we need the Relic in this matchup, so we can get rid of that. I believe we're supposed to bring in the Holy Lights. And the Spell Pierces and the Counter Spells. As far as what to take out, I'm not sure how much I like Palace Sentinels in this matchup. It's possibly really good just for the card advantage, but if we lose the Monarchy, can be quite difficult to get back, so I'm going to cut one of those. Ether Spellbomb is tutor rule. Card interaction. Can probably trim you. Still want to keep the Trinket Mages for the Bone Splitters and the Longbow. Oh, Holy Light's an instant. I thought it was an aura. Yeah, okay, I don't think I wanted that much then. Might keep one in, just as a way to wipe out a handful of creatures, and I'll trim a Journey to Nowhere. Because Sunlance kills all the creatures we care about, so does Javeliers, does a lot of work as well. And then Longbow. Yeah, that should probably do, I think. Let's go with that. Alright, what have we got here? Bit of a slow hand, but I think it's a good one. I'm going to keep. Got a lot of powerful cards, like Counterspell's a good card, obviously. Journey to Nowhere if things go south, Trinket Mage, of course Skyfisher, powerful cards. Turn 1 Delver is the way this hand goes south, though. Sunlance is an excellent remedy to that. Oh, I flipped Revealing Counterspell. So rude. We're going to take a bit of damage here because now we can't Sunlance next turn because we don't really want to trade it for a Counterspell. We're going to cycle the Ash Barrens for plains or an island. We'll have a think. But we're definitely cycling the Ash Barrens here. We're going to want to Sunlance and Counterspell next turn. And then from then on, we're going to Trinket Mage. I think we probably do just want to get plains. We're so much more white heavy than blue, and this is one of our only 2 double blue spells. So let's go to plains. Well, there's a Bone Splitter anyway. So let's get a counterspell back. Hopefully not get dazed. There we go, kill the Delver. That's how we want it to go. Now, this Trinket Mage is going to go and get Longbow, I think. We've already got a Bone Splitter, so don't need both. Sorry, we don't need 2 copies of Bone Splitters immediately. We might as well get both options. Viridian Longbow, and pass the turn. Got plenty of options. So we're in pretty good space, I think. That double bottom? Yeah, that's double bottom. Okay, Fairy Miscreant, and we've just got a Viridian Longbow. So can we please draw an untapped land? Not quite, not quite. I think we want to try and land the Viridian Longbow this turn. We'll just go put both our equipment into play and start going to town. Like, if I trade my Trinket Mage for both of these creatures, that's sort of fine. That also seems a bit wasteful, considering we've got a free kill on the Fairy Miscreant, and Augur Bellis isn't doing anything. So I think we're supposed to wait. We don't really need to get 4 damage in that desperately. And then next turn we have plenty of mana to do everything we want to. Another Fairy Miscreant, sure. Holy Light's looking rather good here. I don't know why Augur is attacking. Presumably getting something Vapor Snagged. Oh, he's got the Gut Shot. Oh, blimey. Okay. Well, I suppose that's fine, considering we've got the Holy Light for these. And we forgot to evolve in Wilds. That was somewhat foolish of me. I'm just going to pick up Thraben the Spectre here, I think, with our Quark Skyfisher. We really screwed up by not evolving Wilds there. Pretty shocking, really. And because all of our spells are white now, I'm just going to get another Plains before I forget. And it's definitely picking up the Thraben Inspector here. Just pull ahead. We don't need to pick up on our equipment. We'd rather just make sure they stay in play and don't get countered, whereas Thraben Inspector being countered is less of an impact. All in all, I think this game's pretty safe from this point. Our opponent's got lots of cards in hand, but it's very hard for any of them to matter. Our opponent did keep, so presumably they drew into the island off the ponder. Ninja could be annoying here, actually. I don't know why I didn't. Why did I have pass through blocks? Well, I'm clearly not playing very well today, so apologies for that. I'm just going to equip and hold it back to block. Oh, this could be a snap. Vapor Snag. We're going to spell pierce this. Opponent can't pay for it. We get to trade our spell pierce for a real card. And then the longbow gets a free kill on one of the Fairy Miscreants. Spell pierce is a card I could see having more copies in the main deck. The problem with Counterspell is getting double blue is not trivial in this deck. So I do kind of like Spell Pierce. Like, every Pauper deck has something, even if things like Stompy has very few targets. The ones they do have tend to be quite impactful, things like Vines of Vastwood and Elephant Guide, Hunger of the Howlpack, things like that. So even the low spell count decks have high impact spells. I mean, high impact non-creature spells. Stormbound Geist. Sure. Well, I've got Journey to Nowhere for that, so that's not an issue. Pick off Fairy Miscreant. Tap Ashburns is nice. Might just play it as a land, actually. We don't really need more coloured mana, and the tempo's quite good here. Excuse me. Right, we're going to leave up the usual ping. Going to play Throne Inspector, pick it back up again. We'll draw these cards eventually, but we're just going to take the opportunity of our opponent being tapped out to deploy our spells. And we're just going to pass here, there's no need to do anything else. Next turn we can equip the Bone Splitter here and start going to town. We've got plenty of use for colourless mana with the equipment. If we even get to 6 mana, we even get to move the Longbow across. Actually, we can do that with 3 mana because we've already got it equipped. That'd be silly. Augur, that's fine, doesn't matter. And our opponent's given up. So there we are. We've managed to ground out Mono Blue Delver, and it didn't feel particularly close. So deck seems good against Delver, which is always a good place to be in Pauper. So 1-0 in the leagues, and join us for round 2.